the defendant's failure to appear, a bench warrant will be issued for Amy Dawn Baker. New bond set at $4,000 cash and surety, and her previous bond will be ordered forfeited. Some of you, I don't have your names on the screen, so I don't know who's here and who's not. I don't see your names and you don't answer. That's basically a bench warrant. Okay, we'll now be on the record on 2023 TR 3256, State of Kansas versus Tyler Lyle Bohan. Jared Regier for the state. Tyler Lyle Bohan, are you here? Mr. Ruckel, you are in a court of law. In our court of law, we do not smoke, and we certainly don't drink. That looks, Jeremy Ruckel, you're smoking, and it looks like drinking from a flask of alcohol. Start your audio, please.
I'm not drinking.
We're on the record in 22 TR 62. State of Kansas versus Jeremy D. Ruckel. Jared Regier for the state. Jeremy D. Ruckel in person and pro se. Mr. Ruckel, I certainly saw smoke, a white object that looked like a cigarette go into your mouth and smoke come out through your nose. I then saw you pick up a flask and tip it towards your mouth. Typically, we don't carry water in flasks. Usually about the only thing people carry in those is alcohol. But like I said, maybe you had orange juice in there, but in any event, your conduct could be considered contentious by smoking, at least in court. So let's not do that anymore. Now, okay. You are charged in count 1 on November 23rd, 2021 with driving while your license was suspended after having previously driven just 3 days earlier, and been convicted, I should say, 3 days earlier in Hayes Municipal Court for driving while suspended. This is elevated to a Class A non-person misdemeanor. If convicted, you could serve up to a year in the county jail, but you would have to serve, no getting around it, at least 5 days in jail. Your fine could be up to $2,500. In count 2, you're accused of driving on that same day while you were declared an habitual violator. Another Class A misdemeanor with another year in the county jail and another $2,500 fine. Count 3, driving that same day without insurance, a Class B misdemeanor. If convicted, up to 6 months in the jail and another $1,000 fine. In count 4, on that same day, operating that vehicle without a valid tag and registration, an unclassified misdemeanor. If convicted, you could serve 30 days to another 6 months in jail and pay another fine up to $2,500. Mr. Ruckel, do you intend to have an attorney or represent yourself in this matter?
I'd like to have an attorney.
Are you going to hire an attorney or apply for?
No, I need a court appointed.
Are you employed?
No.
How long have you been unemployed?
8 months.
And why are you not working?
Currently looking for a job. It's just hard.
Not finding many people that are hiring, are you?
Yeah, pretty much. Everything's slow right now for the stuff that I do.
Oh, what kind of stuff do you do?
Construction.
Construction is slow?
Yep.
Construction has been slow for the last 8 months? Are you married or single?
Married.
And does your spouse work?
She just started a job.
Was that her that I just heard speak?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did she have to tell you she just started a job? You didn't know that?
I mean, I do, but...
When did she start working, if you know?
Last week.
No, where? Where is she working?
Oh, she's a in-home health aide for a friend of hers.
She started taking care of a friend who qualifies for in-home health.
Yes.
Okay, and what does she make per month?
So like around $2,000 a month.
No, it's not $2,000. It's like 1,400 a month.
Yeah, 1,400 a month.
But I also have a child support that comes out because I have 3 children that are in state custody.
If this courtroom trial has you hooked, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more intense trials and shocking outbursts. Your support means a lot to us. Thanks.
Can we put the camera on her, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your name?
My name is Samantha Ruckles.
Samantha Ruckles. Okay. So you've just started a job and you're going to support your husband, your family, and your 3 children in state's custody on $1,400. Is that right?
Yes, I have back child support and current child support that comes out of that paycheck every week.
All right. No other income?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And back to Mr. Ruckles.
Okay.
Or Mr. Ruckle. It's one Ruckle, isn't it? Okay. All right. So, Mr. Ruckle, you don't, again, have any income other than what your wife has just started making?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's all.
That's all we have. But I am
right.
currently looking for a job, so.
A job in construction.
Yep.
Okay.
Your Honor, he has an interview Friday with Key Construction here in Wichita.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to appoint Attorney Darren Patterson.
I need a pin.
You don't have a pen or paper handy?
Yes.
I do.
I got paper. It's just our pin. I don't know where the pin went. Let me get a different. Because the pin disappeared. Go ahead and tell her to go ahead. I'll get it.
You can go ahead.
Well, I want to give it to you when you can write it down. Tell me when you're ready, when she has it.
All right, I got it. I'm ready.
The name again is Darren, D-A-R-R-E-N. Is she writing that down or are you?
Yes.
Yes, I got it.
Patterson, P-A-T-T-E-R-S-O-N.
Yep.
316-322-7700.
Okay.
Your next court date is Monday, March 18, 2024 at 8 a.m. Call Mr. Patterson's office as soon as you leave this hearing and tell him that he's been appointed and give him your contact information.
Okay.
We'll continue the bond, your $3,000 bond, on the condition that you do what I've told you to do today and that you honor all existing bond conditions. Mr. Regier, anything further from the state?
Your Honor, if the court is ordering that the prior bond be continued with all prior conditions, I'm assuming that would include all standard conditions. The appearance bond is a format that I am somewhat unfamiliar with.
All prior conditions, no alcohol, no illegal drugs, no violations of the law, no driving unless your license is valid and your car has tags and insurance that are valid. Reappear at the time I told you to. And sir, I don't have the, where are you, what town are you living in?
Wichita, Kansas, ma'am.
I'm going to order that you appear in person at the next hearing. Get someone who's valid to drive and has a valid vehicle to drive you over here in person, please.
Okay.
All right. If there's nothing further, we're in recess at this time on the Ruckle matter.
If you're still with us, make sure to like and subscribe to keep up with more shocking courtroom trials. Your support keeps us going. Don't miss out on what's next.
Richard T. Serrano, P33828. Today, Your Honor, I appear as MIBC counsel on behalf of my client as present in custody in the Wayne County Jail. This is the date and time set for pretrial. And please state your name, sir.
Benjamin Eugene Bilbrey. Okay, thank you. And today is the date scheduled for the pretrial counsel. And as to the pretrial.
Your Honor, I've spoken to the prosecutor. My client is going to plead guilty as charged to one count of public intoxication. He understands that he's waiving all his constitutional rights. He's been advised of, and we're ready for the court's examination.
Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this man be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right, thank you. And you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I did not understand that.
You heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes,
And as to the amended as to the charge of public intoxication, how do you plead?
I plead guilty, Your Honor.
And you've gone over your advice and rights with your attorney, correct?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
And you understand all of those rights?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Also understand by entering into a plea that you'll be waiving some of those rights, specifically your trial and appellate rights.
Excuse me again?
That you'll be waiving some of those rights, specifically your trial and appellate rights.
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right, and you also understand that by entering into a plea, you understand the possible penalty, whether in this court or any other court.
I understand, Your Honor.
And knowing all that, do you want to continue with your plea?
I'll take the plea as guilty. Yes, I do continue.
Okay, any immigration issues, counsel?
No, they're not.
And has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way, sir, for you to enter into a plea?
Absolutely not, Your Honor.
All right, counsel, please party your client.
On June 1st, 2023, were you in the city of Wyandotte?
Yes, sir, I was.
And at that time, in the evening, did you have contact with some police officers?
Yes, I have.
And upon them further investigating you, they found you sitting and stumbling, and had you been drinking alcoholic beverages prior to the stop?
Yes, I have, sir, I have.
And you had drank quite a bit, correct?
Yes, I have. I had a half a pint.
All right. And so the officers took you into custody for your own safety because you were intoxicated in public. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, it was.
I'm satisfied.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. Then the court will accept the plea as charged, dismiss the original charge. I'm sorry, there's nothing to dismiss. And counsel, as to sentencing, would you like the court to proceed with immediate sentencing, or would you like to set this for a date?
Your Honor, we have no objection to immediate sentencing, if the court pleases.
What would you like this court to know, counsel?
Well, he tells me he's been in custody approximately 9 days. He has no other matters pending, he tells me. He's got quite a lengthy criminal history, Your Honor. The blow on the preliminary breath test was very, very high. So, I think he has a problem with alcohol. Most courts would say, we don't care if you drink yourself to death. Do it at home. Don't take it on the road. Fortunately, he was walking in this occasion. Don't take it in public. So, Your Honor, we ask the court to consider time served, or give him a fine and read the expect to post, Your Honor. Let him get the treatment that he needs. Thank you. He's also on Social Security disability, Your Honor. He gets about $950 a month, single, no children.
So you were 0.309.
Yes, Your Honor. I just drank that half a pint, and I just left the hospital, and they sent me home. And so I was staggering down the street, and I went and laid underneath the tree behind the gas station because I knew I was still too intoxicated to try to walk back to my house, my apartment in Lincoln Park. So I sat there and laid down, and yes, I did fall on the way to get to the gas station, right in front of your department. I was sitting underneath the palm tree. Underneath a pine tree, and I sat there because I was trying to sober up, but somebody see me fall on the way there, and that's why the police showed up. I was literally trying to sober up before I left, but the hospital sent me home before they should have. They should have let me stay there and sober up. But I had to take it upon myself to find a spot to sit and chill.
Sir, hold on one moment, hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to the hospital for medical treatment?
Yes, I did. I had them call me because my side nerve was hurting. That's one of the reasons why I drank. I was self-relying on self-medicating, which was dumb for me to do.
Okay, sir. What time did you get to the hospital?
I don't have my band no more. They cut it off on me when I got to the hospital. When I got there.
Approximately what time?
I want to say before noon.
Okay, and then you were released around what time?
I want to say about an hour after I got there or so.
Okay. And so you drank a half a pint before you got to the hospital?
Yes, I did. Yep.
And that's all you had was a half a pint?
At that particular time, that's all I had. I just slammed it in Lincoln Park. I went to the police station, had the police station get me a ride to the hospital because I was hurt.
So you didn't call the ambulance. You went to the Lincoln Park Police Department and then
asked for help. They sent me to the hospital. The hospital released me about an hour or so after I got there.
And so you want me to believe that you drank only a half a pint and you got a .309 a couple hours later?
Ma'am, I believe it.
You had a lot more drinks than that.
Ma'am, say that again. I apologize if I was wrong. It's been so long. I don't know if it was a half a pint or a pint, but I believe it was a half a pint. I could be wrong. I apologize.
Okay.
I apologize. It could have been a pint.
Sir, you have an issue with alcohol.
Yes, I do.
And at what point do you want to get some resolution with that issue?
I go to AA once every other week, and I'm around alcoholics everywhere I go. Even when I went to rehab, there's alcoholics in there. And when I hear about
there's individuals that are in recovery in rehab. You are correct.
Say that again. Yes, there are some that actually do. But there are some that sneak away and go get it.
All right. Let's see. Your client was arrested on December 11th on the warrant because he had failed to appear on August 15th, and the court issued a warrant. The court is going to, based upon the defendant's criminal history, as well as the circumstances regarding this matter, the court's going to order 60 days jail. We're going to waive the fines and costs. He'll have credit for 9 days. All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
All right, let's go off the record. Counsel, I'll see you in chambers in just one moment. Let me just.
Thanks for joining us and witnessing this intense courtroom moment. If this trial got you thinking, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Stay tuned for more gripping courtroom moments as we continue to bring you the most shocking trials. See you in the next one.